it's Meorah, and today I'm answering a juicy question that one of you submitted in my Q&A video. In this one, they ask, what is your belief about the afterlife? So I love this topic because it touches on the journey of the soul, life and death, and eschatology, which are all my favorite things to talk about. To start, I think most people fear death because they either don't have a good understanding of the afterlife, or maybe they have an idea of what happens, but they're afraid of dying because they don't feel like they've properly lived life. Or they believe that life in human form is the epitome of existence. So I want to dispel these ideas and impart my view of the soul's journey, which I think is more inviting because I don't fear death, but rather see it as part of the soul's progression toward higher consciousness, and ultimately Olam Haba, or the world to come. Many people don't realize that reincarnation, or Gilgul, is a major tenet of Judaism. And in part, the reason is that believing in this idea isn't actually required to be Jewish or to properly observe halakha. It's just the nature of reality moving in the background. But if you study Kabbalah and spend time learning about the soul and its mission, you'll find plenty of writings that support this. And the idea is that our souls, which are completely unique to us in all of creation, require a certain level of tikkun, which isn't about improving the world through community service or social justice as is commonly misunderstood, but about improving ourselves and whatever deficiency we have to work on. And in this way, we can understand that Hashem has empowered us to become a partner in our own creation by giving us this work. So we're born into this physical world where we can encounter various opportunities and life experiences to correct whatever shortcomings that present as challenging. To one person, it might mean struggling with the life theme of power and arrogance, and to another, it might mean confronting a life theme of courage and shame. But whatever our themes are, we're given multiple lifetimes in various human forms to experience the different circumstances that allow us to work on ourselves and engage in this divine process of tikkun. With each progressive lifetime, and as we learn our lessons, we purify our souls, which removes the klipot, or shells, that cover our inner light, and ultimately muddy our consciousness, which means that the more lifetimes we have, the more conscious we become. At the end of time, when Moshiach is revealed and the Geola is in full force, our souls will have reached its highest level of tikkun, which essentially opens up the highest tier of consciousness, which is the experience of enlightenment, otherwise expressed as oneness with the Creator. So when we think about the afterlife, it's probably more appropriate that we think about it as an afterlife time, because our souls will get cycled back into this earthly dimension until we collectively transform this dimension into Olam Haba. And an interesting note is that Olam Haba doesn't actually translate to the world to come, but rather the world that was, because humanity is really going through this massive cycle of return to Gan Eden, and like every hero's journey, will ultimately return to where we began. For me, this is the most comforting and engaging idea, and it's why I don't fear death and why I live exactly as I do, because every moment of every day is an opportunity to engage in tikkun, to improve ourselves and be part of that collective movement back to our source. So I hope this leaves you with some exciting things to think about, because I really believe we're close, and the more tikkun we do as individual souls, the closer and closer we become. Now, how's that for a juicy topic? I'm so happy you asked that question. I'm really excited to answer more questions in my upcoming videos, so make sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and drop a comment with your views on the afterlife so everyone else can learn something new. Alright, that's it for now. Thanks for watching as always, and I'll see you in the next one. Shalom Aleichem.
I don't care about the scene, I don't care about the location. That's until the day I die. So I'll go anywhere, 'cause I go. So I'll go